Right, this video is going to be about what I'd like to see Rockstar add to Red Dead Online with future DLCs and just other stuff in general. And I'm going to be talking about a few things, different roles, other things. The first thing we're talking about is the Blood Money expansion, which I think could be very similar to doing like heists and stuff. I've seen somebody talk about a bank robber role, but I think they could incorporate it into Blood Money and the storyline of that about stealing the jewel, the emerald and all that. There could be something else like a diamond. I think the diamonds are already there, but it could be something else we steal for the in the bank or something. Or they could just do a bank robber role, which should be alright. Just something like that. Well, it has us robbing like a bank, another train, just something like that. Right, and the next thing we're going to be talking about is something I'd like to see them add, and also a role that could be incorporated with the thing they're going to add. And the thing I'm talking about is going to be properties in the rancher role. So the way I think they could do this is like make you have the ability to buy a property, and then once you've got the property, it'll be similar to like Moonshiner, where you can grow your own crops. You can buy your own animals like cows or sheep or goats, and use them the same way you kind of do in the story. And you can also like make profit off selling like the stuff you get off the cows, the sheep and all that, and maybe like they could have something to do with like taking care of the farm and shit, and then if it gets bad you start losing more, like the animals start getting weaker and shit and all that, like stuff like that, which I feel like that'd be kind of cool to add. But I wouldn't want them to like have the properties like a lot like high priced, or like the animals high priced, like have a reasonable price, like 100, 200 for a property. Like you could use like McFarlane's Ranch as a property and a few other places, and then you could just they could probably use some of the same animations for like when it comes to the cows and shit, because they've done that in the Right, so next is more Bounty Hunter. So what I want to see for Bounty Hunter is like more like just legendary bounties, because there's not that many and they get kind of old if you've done them too many times, and it'd be just interesting to have more legendary bounties. Maybe ones where you hunt like maybe say like they could add one where you hunt like an O'Driscoll, one where you hunt just like more legendary ones. And then the other thing I'd want to see them add is more bounties where you actually with like more just regular bounties, like the ones that are like the mad dollar signs, just more of them, because there's rarely any. It's always the same guy on the same poster with a different name, or it's like the same people with like who's like 6 guys with a different gang name. It's just an annoying thing. They need to add more the regular bounties. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is land opportunities. This is a very big one. Like they need to fix and they need today. For land opportunities, they pretty much did most of the story, but they never finished it, which is something I want them to do. Like, because we got Teddy Brown, we got Amos, we let Jeremiah go, so that just left the woman. But I feel like they need to add more. It can't just be a mission to finish the woman off. They could add like a few missions similar to like Moonshiner, where like we first like go looking for her, or like leading up to us actually killing her. They could just do that, or they could add more missions with Samson or the Marshal, or add new characters. It'd just be something fun that they could do if they ever add a DLC or add more stuff to the game, which I think would be a very good thing they could do. So hopefully they do it if they add a DLC. Right, so the next thing I'd like to see them add, let it be a very big one. I've seen people using mods and stuff, and it's looked kind of cool. It's going to be the sheriff role. So the thing I'd want them to do with this is something similar to the mods, where like you get to either be a police or a sheriff, and like it could just be like the sheriff or the police, and you pick a town you want to be in. Then like you can see if players like committing a crime, maybe arrest them and shit. Then there could be like where you get random events, like where if the town's been attacked, or you can go around searching people like you can investigate like murders and crimes. Like it'd be cool if there could be like missions with it where you investigate like a serial killer, similar to like the guy in the story. That would be nice. Like you could investigate like a serial killer storyline, and there's a bunch of missions till you lead up to where you catch them, and you investigate all the murder scenes and all that. It'd be kind of nice. You could probably do that in Saint Denis. It'd probably fit well there. And then up in Valentine, you could do something else, like maybe like you're hunting an outlaw or something. I feel like that'd be very nice. A sheriff role would be something I'd really want to see because it'd be fun and there'd be so many possibilities. Maybe if you could do it with like your pals as well, like, or you could like recruit like a police to like follow you around and help you out with the crimes and stuff. Or you could do it with your pals and your pals could join along with you and be like helping you with the investigations and stuff and just stuff you could do, which I feel like would be a very nice DLC, and I hope it would get added if they do a DLC for this game. Right, so the next thing I want to talk about would be the next two things I'm going to talk about before ending the video will be another two roles that I think they should add into the game or try and incorporate with similar stuff to the story. This role is going to be the fisherman role, which will involve like fishing. What I think you could do is like if the fishing guy, the guy that you go meet, like tells you how to hunt a legendary fish in the story, we could go like meet him. He could give us like some maps to like legendary animals. Then you can buy like certain bait for the legendary animals. Like there's like a different fish, you need a certain bit of bait to catch that. You could buy that bait or unlock it. You could even do like, obviously they do like the level system and that. You could unlock certain types of bait and different ways to catch the fish. Maybe even more fishing rods with like custom liveries and stuff for the fishing rod, or like an upgraded fishing rod, stuff like that. Fisherman clothing and all that. And there'd be tons of different legendary fish you could catch. You can get different types of missions for them, what include getting fish and stuff. I feel like it'd be a cool role to add, and one of the things I'd like to see them add in the future. Right, so I don't know how this next one could be turned into a role. It possibly could, but the next film we're going to talk about is going to be bare knuckle fights. Right, so the way they did this in the story was Jonathan and Charles throwing fights for money. But the way I feel like you could do this in online, which I think would be kind of cool, was like they could do it kind of like similar to like the tower system in Mortal Kombat maybe. No like similar to that, but like the level system. So like once you get the role, you like go to a certain area, and the way you do it, you could have like different fights you get to pick, and they get harder in each fight, and you earn money for doing it, stuff, maybe like that. Like you earn money for doing the fights. Maybe they could even add it to where players can fight each other in some way, shape or form, but I don't know how they would do that. It's just something I'd like to see. Like adding that would be kind of fun, and it'd be nice if they did it in a future DLC for the game. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe, and if you want, you can always like unsubscribe later on. And if you want to see me, I could do this with like any of my pals or anything, and see what ideas they can come up with, and then we can share them, and then see what any of you think. If you want, you can comment down in the comment section about any other stuff I missed or any stuff you'd like to see, and I could put that into a future video. Right, that's going to be it for this video, but in the future, if I do another video, I'll listen to your ideas and what you have said in the comments and come up with more stuff after that. Or if I see more videos, I'll look at them and try and think of something else. But that's it for this video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Peace.